First, I would like to ask if anybody signed up for public participation tonight. Okay.
Where do you sign up at?
Right there on the corner of the table was the book that said,
Wasn't aware there was a book.
I'm sorry?
I wasn't aware there was a book out here.
Have you not seen a copy of the board protocol yet?
I have not seen a copy of it, no, I have
You
not.
haven't?
Nope. If I'd have known there was a book out here, I would have signed it when I come in.
Well, I don't know if we have copies of the board protocol to pass out to people. But, from now on, that is our policy, that we want people to sign up ahead so we know, just so we are able to plan. If you can sign up at the beginning, before the meeting starts.
So before a meeting, you're gonna have something set in here somewhere?
Right, just like it was tonight, right on the corner of the table there, sign up sheet. So, do we have any public participation tonight?
I have something I'd like to say.
Okay.
I hate to bring this up again. It really makes me feel uncomfortable. I know many of you personally, and I felt kind of confused and hurt by some of the viewpoints I've heard. There was a mistake made on the building use form, and I kind of thought it was put to rest and everything was good and we could afford it. But it was written that we are supposed to be paying $2 per person out of district. I'm sorry, I'm like out of breath because I'm running down. So we had discussed this extensively in the committee meeting, and also the board members discussed it. I specifically remember Lynn Collar making a point that it doesn't cost any extra to have these people for the district. And it is simply something we cannot afford. We really want to keep doing Zumba, but it's getting to the point where, our lives are all stressful. I'm sure you understand that. We're all busy. We can't keep doing this. We're just asking that you make a motion to fix the mistake that was on the fee schedule. I emailed Mrs. Varian about it. I'm sure with the start of the school year, she was very busy. I didn't hear back from her, but I did hear back from Mrs. Kelly, who wasn't at the committee meeting, so she was unaware of what was said. But I'm hoping that there are some people who were at that committee meeting on the board that would vouch for what I'm saying, that it was not supposed to be a charge for people who were already paying a fee that was covering the district's costs. And I know, like I said, some of the comments that have been made, I hate to address this, but I know that some people are under the impression that we make money, that we profit a lot. We want to cover our costs, and we can do that with the $15 building use fee. We cannot do that with a $40 building use fee or $2 extra. We also can't manage it easily, and this is, like I said, our lives are stressful. We need something that is easy. So we're just asking that it be taken off, the mistake be cleared up, and just give us the $15 flat rate that we can continue with. That's all.
We'll discuss it. Thank you.
I won't take up much of your time, just quickly. We have some packets that you can take with you and look at when you leave here, so you can take your time reviewing things. First off, we're just trying to understand why there's new positions that continue to be added under a contingency budget. I received a phone call stating that there's a new position that they're hiring for, and the job has not been posted. In talking to some people, I understood that there is a requirement there you have to post jobs with the EEOP. The job has still yet not to be posted, and I believe you're going to be discussing that to hire this evening. It's also our understanding that the business office accounts clerk wants to be removed from the union, using the excuse, I guess, if you will, just the job is confidential. It was established that job is non-confidential back when that job was put into the union. On the packets that I gave you, and I'm not going to go into it because I don't want to take a lot of your time, but basically it is what her salary is to date with benefits. It's $51,164. I gave you a couple of graphs so you could kind of take a look and see how we could actually save this district some money. A couple of different ways. Back in the early 90s when we went through BOCES, the business accounts clerk at that time was dropped down to part-time, 19 and a half hours. So, I mean, if your BOCES is doing 60% of your work and you're only dropping 40 here, it's not a full day's work. So just some options for you to look at. And then we had a question as if you take her out of the union and make her become the, I believe you're classifying it the business clerk, then who will be collecting the taxes at that point? And I don't have an answer, it's just, you can get back to me on it. I know it's short notice, and just gives you something to talk about. In closing, I would like to address the merger with the marching band that I noticed was posted on the agenda today. In years past, this discussion has not taken place until the spring of the year. Yet I noticed it was posted this morning on the agenda. This appears to be another sneak attack by our board to push something through this district, knowing they do not want a merger. I am sure word has reached some of you that we were planning a petition in the spring. And we have tried to speak to the marching band before and we were shut down. We are trying to go through your chain of command as we were told to do. So we're still working in that area. For the last few years, Mrs. Fenton has asked the board's permission for a Canton student to march with us. And this past year, her two brothers also marched. Many district members are upset with us. They do not feel we should be allowing other students to march in our school, especially when some of our students were refused, for whatever means and reasons, to let participate in sports outside our district. We do not take in students for other sports, so we don't understand why we're allowing it for marching band. The consensus of many in this district is no mergers with other schools. One student is not going to make or break us. We do just fine with our own students, and Edwards Knox students should not have to lose out on spots in their sports to outsiders. If you decide to allow mergers, then open it up to all surrounding schools. And this includes Herman Cowell, Harrisville, Bolton Pierpont, all close schools, not just one school. And I think fees should be charged. After all, we are charging for buildings and grounds, and other schools also charge to play sports at their schools. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there any other public participation this evening? Do we want to respond to any of these right now? Or we just discuss?
I'd like to make a comment, if I could. Stacy, I appreciate what you're doing, but I would just ask that if you have issues and questions, you come to the board with an open mind and bring your issues forward. I don't think anybody on this board is trying to do a sneak attack or anything, and I wish that we could leave those kind of comments out of our communication back and forth. I apologize if we sent the wrong message. As a board, this is something that has been discussed with other people outside of this district. We have some letters here. We have just opened into it. It's not a sneak attack. It's something that we need to discuss openly, and we're willing to do that. And we really appreciate it if we could always be respectful. That's all.
I made a mistake. I voted.